You know what I'm saying, people? It's episode 6. Last episode I entered with violence. I'm starting another one with violence. Hello, how are you? Hope Molwe did not jam you. Last man did not. Last man caught you now.
It's too early in the episodes for this.
For this, man.
Baba.
Last man caught.
Baba.
Last man.
Baba.
A sign that was not there the previous day magically appeared the next day.
Baba.
Anyways, we know what we'll do.
It is well.
They've told you people to stop entering people's cars.
It is well.
Anyways, episode 6, we're out here, and just like the last episode where we had our first guest ever, today we have 2 guests, but one is really special because she's the first female guest on the Brodamanasylum podcast. Whoa.
Welcome.
If you people don't clap again,
welcome.
like your phone will just spoil. It will fall inside toilets when you're trying to press it. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Ruth.
Hi.
Most people don't know that. Okay, what is most people? All of you do not know that me and Ruth have history. We were in a very prolific youth choir called Joy of Many Generations.
Joy of Many Generations.
And most people don't also know Tory Crafts, Mr. Michael in the building, our second male guest. Give it up. If you were on my IG around when I got married, you saw those beautiful pictures, all those beautiful designs. That was all Tory Crafts, my brother. We've known each other for a while, and also he came to join us in GMG as well.
Yeah,
so this is like a mini GMG. It's only Am2.
What is GMG?
Joy of
Can you imagine?
Generation.
See Am2 disrespecting. See the look.
The guy just said you one time.
What's GMG?
Initial has entered.
What's GMG?
I was not singing.
Okay.
He was just there.
It was rap.
Yeah.
And I was there for like emotional, support.
Okay.
Support, moral support.
So you are denying
I was
GMG.
on gingering, like, come on, GMG, you can do that.
Wow.
Yo,
You're GMG hype man.
Is that why you're wearing
I'm
glasses
the hype
inside
man.
your room?
I'm the hype man. GMG hype man.
Well, anyway, today's topic is cool. We are out here. We're chilling. Today's topic is a very nice topic. But before I get to it, you know the full shebang. Like, subscribe, do everything. There are 2 people right now that are on our necks. One, his name is Jerry. He's our social media and digital marketer. He's going to kill us if we don't have results. We are going to die.
Subscribe out there.
He's going to kill us.
Subscribe.
Then Ora is still there. Ora is going to kill us if people don't give us likes, subscribe, share it, give it to your grandmother. Play it somewhere.
Say something.
Play it in a burial.
David.
Say something. So we're out here. We're going to introduce ourselves as usual. Ronti and Bo couldn't be here today, so our lovely Ruth and our wonderful brother are holding it down for the brother men.
Thank you.
Today's topic is broke. You're welcome, baby. Anyways, today's topic is broke men and money. You know how broke men are love.
Broke men and love.
Broke men are love.
Yes.
Broke men are love, not broke men are money. Sorry, broke men are love.
Don't have money.
Broke men don't have money.
So it's love we're trying to
Broke
get
men
for them.
and love, exactly. You know how we say in Nigeria, you go on every other blog and there's something is said about broke men not having money and all of that. And you know how we say, if you don't have money, you are not even supposed to think about a relationship.
If you don't get money, hide your face.
Yes, you need that song. Oh, love into something.
That's it.
So that's what we want to chop up today. What does that even mean? Why do we have that expression? Why are we of the mindset that if a dude, and it's always on the part of the men, that's why the definition is in the title, broke men and love. It's almost as if a man does not deserve love or any kind of commitment from a woman if he doesn't have his finances on point. That one day, then there's another school of thought where a lot of women are saying, yo, you guys are always saying you want us submissive. But you do not give us the environment to behave in our feminine, role, to act in our femininity, to pull out our femininity. And all of that still has to do with money. Like, I'm not going to be submitting to a man who does not earn so. And then there's even some other podcasts where you go on them and you hear how much does your submission cost. And you hear women literally say, if he's earning like $500,000 a year, he has my submission. If he's earning like 2 million naira a month, he has my submission, that kind of thing. So that's what we'll be chopping up today. right? It's about to get heated in a minute. Trust me. Ladies first.
Oh wow.
Of course.
We have to give the lady. You saw this coming.
We're gentlemen here. We're not violent ras guys.
But
Why do I have to go first?
One arm of his shirt is up, and he was like, "We are not gentlemen." That's like contradicting everything I
The
say.
videographer will put something here.
Green screen. Green screen.
Yes.
So, ladies first. Why do you think this is, Ruth? Why
Yeah.
do you think, like, as a woman, I mean, of course, as a woman, you want to be taken care of. You want to be with a guy who can hold his own financially and all of that. You know, it's very important, especially when you live in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah, it's very important that you have some sort of cash to go with. But why do you think there's so much emphasis on it in such a way where it's now like, even guys that don't have, like, you don't even deserve love. Like, you don't deserve to be loved.
You don't in the desert.
You should go and hustle. Go and make money. Go hustle. Do you understand? Why do you think that is? And I would love, like, your purest opinion on this. Your cleanest opinion. Like, I don't want you to filter anything.
Yeah.
I just want you raw. What you think about it? All right.
First of all,
Yeah.
I would like to say that naturally,
Yeah.
we all grew up to see that our fathers took care of the family. Our father would provide for. I mean, it was like that.
Yeah.
So I think the idea of having a provider as a man is important for women. However, I also believe that for you to want a guy that is, in quotes, very comfortable, you should be comfortable too as a lady. That's another side, because if you're putting so much pressure on a guy, right, to be very financially stable, to be there for you when you need him, that means to an extent you've actually attained a certain level of stability financially.
Yourself as a woman.
Myself as a woman.
Okay.
So I would say that the reason why most women would want to settle with maybe guys that have it already figured out is because nobody wants to suffer. I mean, I don't want to get into a relationship and maybe I need to do something real quick and I need my partner to do something for me, support me financially, and then he's giving me excuses. I mean, maybe the first few years I'll be like, okay, it's fine. But 2 years, 3 years into the relationship, you will be upset as a woman. Trust me. But I don't want to also negate the fact that as a lady, you should have your own, money and you should be comfortable. Because me, I'm very big on having money for myself. So if I'm going to date a guy that is financially stable, I have to also have my own money. Now, the idea of broke men not being in a relationship is wrong because I don't think money is like the most important thing in a relationship, even though it is very, very, very necessary to have money.
Sorry, just right there, I would love to ask that as a question.
Okay.
What in your opinion as a woman
Yeah.
are some of the most important things in a relationship and in a marriage and in a commitment?
First of all, relationship is partnership. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So I should be able to, for a proper relationship, there should be emotional support, mental support, because there are days when, as a lady, I'm not in the mood. I'm down, like mentally. I don't have it together. I want to be able to talk to my man and he would put me together. There are days when he's not even there. Like, he can't tell me the right things. But I should be able to say, oh, don't worry. When I'm there, my man can always put me together. Communication, he should be very, very, I don't know. Communication is key in relationship for me, because if I'm speaking, I like to talk, not talk a lot, but I mean, I like to share how I'm feeling, especially with my partner. I talk a lot.
Okay, sorry. I like everything she's saying. It's sounding very nice. I want to just ask one question.
Yeah.
So on the hierarchy of all these things you said that are nice, what is the most important?
Important thing?
Yes. What's the most?
In your
You are seeing a guy that you're thinking, I want to date this guy. What's the most important?
The
thing
most
for you?
important thing for me is when a man is kind.
Okay.
A kind man is the most important. See, if you date a kind man, whether or not he's broke, David, I promise you, he would move mountains for you. Even if, see, when you're dating a broke guy, there are girls that date broke men. They're not dating them for, oh, I feel like in 5 years he'll be rich. They're dating patterns because even when he doesn't have anything, he's pulling strings for you.
Okay.
Magic, this lady wants to end this episode quickly to not end.
Honestly.
It will not end like this.
I'm the only one saying anything.
Okay,
But for real, if you're dating a kind man, there are girls that are dating very comfortable men. Don't worry. It's just a matter of, hello, baby, I'm not feeling so well. And then you have everything figured out. But when they're upset with you, you will not get pain from them. You will not get mental support. You will not get financial support. You will not get emotional. You will not get any of that because they are not happy with you. But there are guys that are kind, caring. That's the most important thing for a woman. If you're looking out for a guy, me personally, if I am looking out for a guy now, I want to meet a kind man. I don't want to, because if he's kind, he will do anything for you. When he's broke, the pattern he's giving you when he's broke is the same pattern he will give you when he's rich. My sisters,
Facts.
know this and know peace. Because he would not do anything differently when he's finally comfortable. So if you're dating his prospects now, good for you, but you should also date his pattern. Because his pattern now would be the same pattern when he gets very comfortable.
Amazing. Like Amtu said, we could literally just end the episode.
Because at this point, I don't know what else we want to say. But we have questions.
We'll just take a pin and just put it there. Bam. See, bro, we need to get sound bites. I've been saying it now. Or sound bites. We need to go to a game market and buy all those CSC bell. So if somebody just makes a point like that, come on, ring it. Your camera vibrates. But solid. Look, even if I didn't learn anything today, I'm taking away, because in this podcast, the brother men, the four of us, one thing we've established is that a man that does not have character, integrity, and a pattern of discipline and structure, right, is a man that is a very dangerous man. You can't trust that man. If his yes is not his yes, if he can sell you out for measly funds, if he doesn't have discipline, integrity, character, you're going to be in trouble. Now, she's putting it brilliantly in a way where she's saying date patterns. And I think this even applies to men too as well. Yeah. You know how people say, when people show you who they are, believe them.
That's it.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Just believe them. Don't wait for them to. Don't think that they are. Do you understand? Look at how they live their lives. Are they kind people? Are they, for example, I don't mean to toot anybody's horns, but Michael sitting down here is one of the most selfless human beings I've ever seen in my life. Like, there were a few people that stood for me and my wife when we were about to get married. Pablo Picato, our videographer right now, who is also a brilliant photographer, was also one of those people. Like, kind people who just have a good character, solid behavior. Yeah. Like, that's the kind of person that, if, for example, tomorrow he were to come and say, maybe he wanted to date a friend I know or somebody, I can vouch for him and say, look, this is not even about who, this is not even about what I heard about him. It's about what I've seen. This is somebody that, even when he doesn't favor him, even when he doesn't have anything to gain, that's just who he is. That's his character. And I think
are you sure I won't change this episode to like finding Michael a wife or something? Because it's turning to...
does Michael need a wife?
Well.
But let's get back on track. You're very right with some of the things that you've said, and I think that some of these issues that you've raised, some of these points you've made, are some of the things that cause a lot of the issues that we have in relationships. Do you understand? I appreciate the fact that you said date patterns. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because the idea of prospects is that, dating prospects, is that if someone's character is not on point, if you give me money and I was stupid before I got money, I will still be stupid after I get money. In fact, the money will help me to amplify my stupidity.
Absolutely.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I truly agree with that. But here's the thing. I don't think with the way that you've spoken that you account for the average girl walking on the street.
Of course.
She does not.
Because
The average girl does not.
how do you get more girls to think like this?
Of course.
Exactly. The average girl on the street does not care about kilo pa.
But who?
How am I supposed to pay my rent with patterns? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another thing that you said that I really like is how, a kind man will move mountains for you. But here's another problem. The problem with this broke men don't deserve love thing is that it's not that. Okay, so what's the definition of broke actually? Like, how much does a guy need to have in Nigeria for him to be considered broke?
I think being broke is relative. Being broke is relative. There are people that say he's broke. He can only be responsible for himself at the moment. He would probably not do the best for you because right now he's not there financially. And I know a lot of men that would say, I don't think I want to be in a relationship now because financially I can't take care of you, which is a good thing because you don't want to date a girl that has her shit together. There are days when she would need you to actually do stuff and you're unable to do it. So there's broke and there's broke. The broke is when he has nothing. He's not working. He's not doing anything to earn money. Like, you guys are just dating.
That one is not broke. That one is NFE. No future ambition. No, because, see, let's make this thing very clear. And this is one of the strongest points I like to make when we're talking about this issue. Normal. I do not know of any of my guys, who are not up and doing in terms of being busy, being gainfully employed in doing something worthwhile.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. The problem is that we live in a society where there is a even though there might not be a standard for what broke is. Like, somebody can have 500K now. And for example, a girl came, I saw it online on one of those platforms. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm not going to mention their name because they're not giving us money. So she said, she was asked all these street interviews, how much does a guy need to have to get with you right now? And she said 2 million naira. And the guy asked her how much she had in her account. She said 3K.
Jesus.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh my.
And then I went to the comment section. That's another conversation, to even say, bro, 2 million naira. Bro, but when I went to the comment section, I saw a lot of people saying things like, 2 million naira is chicken change now. 2 million naira is nothing. 2 million naira. And these were women. And I'm like, bro, do you know how much you need to earn in Nigeria to just dormantly have 2 million naira in your account?
Yes, no.
Yeah.
According to the World Bank, actually, in their latest statistic from 2022, 4 out of 10 Nigerians live below the poverty rate.
Poverty line.
And the poverty line is about living on $2 a day.
And we're about 200 and something million Nigerians, but 130 million of us are poor. That's what the statistics say. Yeah. So the average guy the average guy probably earns maybe 100, 150K. The problem we have with this broke men and love thing is that there is a standard for the kind of money you need to have.
Yeah.
So if you're not riding a Benz and staying in a highbrow area of the state or the country, and you're not earning at least maybe $1 million naira, 1.5 million naira every month, because there are needs and there are greeds. There are needs and there are wants. Two people can cooperate and meet their basic needs. It's just like what Amtu said in the previous episode. I have 80% of something I need to spend on something. Jonas, a good example was even in my, when I was trying to get married. Shout out to my wife. What's up, baby?
Shout out.
I love you.
Shout out, girl.
You know what I'm saying? So there was something I was supposed to buy. You know how you get married in Africa now? You have a list of things to buy for the bride's family and all of that, right? And there was something I was supposed to buy, but it skipped my mind. And even if it didn't skip my mind, I did not have money to buy that thing because I was doing 2 major projects in the same year. I wanted to get a better apartment for me and my wife and also have a wedding in the same year. Yeah. Do you understand? At the same period. And if you're in Lagos, you know that's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So even if it came to my memory, it would have just been one of those things I would just call my in-laws and said, you know what, people of God, he's not available. I'm not available. You know what I'm saying? And I would have just dead it. But My wife calls me up and she was like, oh, I already ordered for it. I already did that. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like,
Thank
I know
you
that
for saving my ass.
I'm not putting, you get, thank you for saving my ass. I know that I'm taking a lot of all of this, but thank you for looking out for me. See, two people can cooperate easily. They can. The problem is we're very greedy. There are certain standards of what we're looking for. So when we say a broke guy to most girls is a guy that is jumping Ubers, jumping BRTs, earning his small 150, 200K every month, staying in his one-room self-contained apartment and all. To them, that's a broke guy. They're not looking for that. What they're looking for is someone that can take them on trips.
I know if
buy them designers.
The thing is that
buy the finest makeup and all of that.
In Nigeria today,
what do you have to say about that?
Wait, sorry.
Why
in Nigeria today, this thing that David is saying before you come in.
Yeah.
This kind of man that's earning this amount of money jumping Ubers, that guy is actually middle class.
Yeah, going by Nigerian standards.
Middle class. That guy isn't a poor man.
Not poor.
He's a middle class person.
He's not poor.
Yeah. What would you say about this? Because we need to hear Michael's thoughts ASAP. I know Michael has a lot of stuff to say about this.
Well, because I know that for you to attain a certain level of stability financially in Nigeria, you need to be doing a lot of things. Let's say you're earning in dollars. I mean, there are people that earn a lot in dollars. But
there are very few.
There are people that work.
We're talking about the creme. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that when you look at the majority of the population,
David, I'm trying to get to that level where those girls. I'm not. I want trips.
Yeah.
I also want trips.
I want trips. I want to go to Dubai.
I want trips.
But it's not that nobody's going to pay for me.
I want to send.
Baby, will you pay for me?
Send pictures of Chanel bags, all of that to my man, and he says, "Okay, no problem, baby. Just here, get it." I want to have all of that, but now I'm so sorry. My girls, I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
If we're being very, very honest, the people that can give us this life.
Yes. They are in two categories.
We know them.
The first category are the people that actually have worked hard at their money.
They're not young people.
Do you understand?
They've worked years.
Old money.
And they are married.
Don't worry, they've worked.
Most of them are married.
Most of them are married.
Don't care about that one now.
Most of them are married.
Don't care about that.
The second category,
the other guys that I will not mention here. You know what I'm talking about?
They are doing scam.
Yahoo she's talking about.
They are the ones that are doing scam.
What's scammer?
And political corruption.
Scam.
So illegal money is easy. So it's easy to spend.
And it's very rampant.
It's very easy to spend. Now, can I date men like men that are doing these jobs? I don't think so. I don't think I can bring myself. I mean, I've had them ask me out. I can't even lie. But I don't think I can. I don't know. I don't want to say it in a way that it will make them.
Don't be politically correct. Just say what's on your mind. This is the brodamanasylum. Last, you can blame it on the fact that you were in an asylum and everybody was moving mad. So you had to follow suit. They cannot cancel you now.
Anyways, as I was saying,
no I'm saying.
These men that would splurge this type of money on you, they're either married or doing something illegal or old money. When I say old money, rich trust fund kids and all that.
Yeah.
Most of them, they are very nasty.
Yeah.
Now, you will get this life. You will go on trips. You would buy all the designer bags, the designer shoes, all of it. You buy all of it. But the problem is, you don't get, how do I put it? You don't get satisfaction from them because the only thing they have to offer you is money.
They don't have any depth.
They don't have anything else to offer you aside this life. And trust me, this life, the life is sweet. Is a lot of people want to have it.
The fast life is sweet.
A lot of girls want to, go on trips and all of that, do all of that. But for you to say, okay, I don't care. You need to get ready and be prepared for the nonsense that comes with dating these men.
And this is the problem. We're going to get to Michael in a minute because Michael has a ton of stuff to say and I really want to hear his thoughts. But I just want to say this before we go to Michael. Thank you for making this point, Ruth. The problem I have with ladies is 90% of the people that come online to complain about relationship issues are women. And a lot of these women are getting these kinds of men. Like they are either old money type people who are married, who don't have discipline. And men, please stop enabling bad behavior in women just because of
I'm tired of you simps.
What now? Sex or whatever.
I'm tired of you simps.
Stop simping. Do you understand? Stay at home with your wife. Love your wife. Love your kids.
Stay at home with your wife
Do you
and
understand?
kids.
Stop being out here in these streets.
Yes.
Not to be out here in these streets.
So
but it's like,
yeah.
but when we say this now, it's like, did you help me to make my money? I earned the right to be able to do this. And you can see how that may make sense in a primitive manner. But here's the thing, right? Like Ruth said, if you want to live the fast life, I think you need to just accept what comes with it and stop bothering us online about how men are scum.
Because
men are not scum.
David.
Men are not
These
scum.
women are going
We're
through
talking
a
about
whole lot.
These people we are talking about are the top 10% earners in every country in the world. The average American man earns between about $47,000 to about $50-something thousand a year. That's the average American man. Look, the top Nigerian boys are the ones that earn that amount of money.
Right.
So the average, because the dollar is obviously above the naira. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you come to Nigeria, it's even another ball game. How many people earn $1 million every month? How many people
There are actually people
legally
that
earn $1 million every
There are people, but I say how many?
How many,
compared
right?
to
How many?
masses, compared to the amount of to the other people who are just earning measly 50, 100K.
Walmart is saying 4 in 10 people
Do you understand?
use below $2 a day. Can afford below $2 a day.
And if you
that's
think
40% of the
if you think they're
population.
lying, if you think that stat is a lie, that statistic is a lie, that means you're not even in that category. The truth of the matter is, I know all of us. I know your business. She runs like all our guests. We have to plug their business.
Yes, so
we have to sell their market. Amazing makeup artist. She's not cheap. She does stuff for nice people, big people. We do not account for the average Nigerian. Do you understand? Tori, I know where you live. I said in the other episode, do you understand? I know the projects you work on, amazing set designer, interior decorator, and all of that. I know. We do not account for the average guy that works in, again, Chicken Republic. We love you, Chicken Republic. We love you, Chicken Republic.
But bring back the chickwees. Because I heard you took it away.
What's chickwees?
Bring that shit back.
How wouldn't you know?
What's chickwees?
No, it's their top meal.
You know that thing like chicken and bread?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Why don't we eat that?
Chicken sandwich. That's the thing I like with Chicken Republic. Bring it back.
No,
It's just like our producer. The other day, our producer was telling us that they used to, top people, classy people, eat garri with salt.
I beg.
We need
a separate pool for that thing.
Well, yeah.
Hey! Ruth! David, who have you brought?
I'm sorry, but I do.
God.
All of you are cultists.
And rituals.
All of you are cultists. You are ritualists. How do you eat garri and salt?
And sugar, mix it together.
What are you doing?
It has a different taste.
This episode you cancel.
we have to cancel this episode.
Thank God.
Because this is not
Garri, salt, and
That's some
sugar.
ritualist
Yes,
kind of.
please try it.
I will never.
Man, this
Please
is too
just
much.
try it.
Ruth.
Have you tried it before?
And you enjoy it.
I love it.
You love.
There are many things a human being can try. For example, I can try to go into the middle of the express road and dance. But I will not try it. I don't need to try it to know what will happen. I don't need to try that combination.
I'm
That's a
perplexed.
recipe for disaster. You wake up in the night and be flying in your dreams.
I'm very
please.
perplexed.
That's the easiest way to be bewitched. Anybody that serves you garri, salt. Anyways, Mike, hits these people. What's up? What do you think about what we're talking about?
Yeah, man.
My first thought here is justice for broke men.
Justice
for broke men. Like, why we not hashtag justice for broke men? It should be broke women. Why didn't they say broke women?
And they
Was it the
and
broke
they
men?
Let me just you see, that's why I think in Nigeria we have this popular saying that this life no balance. In no balance because there's just certain natural things that happen. For example, no capping. Ruth is a very good looking lady. When she walks on the street, most men are not thinking, she must be the CEO of some company. Oh, she must be some top girl in tech. No. What they see is her beauty. So the value, so it's like the inherent value of like a woman is how she looks, is how beautiful she looks. The inherent value of a man is his resources, what he has. Sure. So you can't really blame. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you even know that? Do you even know that? Okay, so let me come from a personal angle right now. Yeah,
project
from a personal angle.
Yeah, you need to shout it.
Even men.
Yeah.
We ourselves. Yeah, we judge ourselves in that regard.
Yeah.
In the sense that there was a particular time I was dating this babe.
Yeah.
No bearing whatsoever. Like even me myself don't know where they go.
Yeah.
Students are like broke. Yeah. Flat broke. Like my earnings apparently was from my uncle as then.
Yeah.
You know, and because I'm somebody who is purpose driven. Yeah. You know, and it was this particular time in my life. I got very angry that the relationship was not making sense, and you really liked me. So she was comfortable with the fact that I didn't have much and all of those things, but it irritates me like I'm a broke.
You were irritated with your own self.
My own self, like I'm a broadcast nigga, don't like me. Like please don't like me. Yeah. And I had to break things off politely. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that was what I said when I said some people would say they're not there financially, so they won't be in a relationship. So
I had to tell her that, you know, baby girl, it's not working. Let me go and find self. Let me go and understand, you know, let me go understand my masculinity. Like what is that thing that I'm craving for? Let me go and find it out. And you know, and few years down the line, I started thinking about the babe. Why did she stay? Like, why was she willing to stay with me even when I was going through all of that rubbish? Like, I didn't like myself.
Yeah.
In the first place, like, why was somebody?
You even went ahead from that place to break off the relationship. So why was she there?
So why was she willing to be there?
Why do you think she was there?
I'm coming to that. Yeah. And then I found out that she was getting value from other places that is not money, that is not financial. Like from me.
Which is like a full circle moment to what Ruth said.
So there were like other things I was providing for her. Like, okay, she had issues with family and all of that. And guess what? Yeah. Like Nami be Samade Emi, Nami be TD Jakes, Nami be like shit, I'm everything and I'm all of that. But even still having to deal with my own shit. So sometimes it become like overwhelming for me to have to deal with our own stuff and then go back home and try to draw a plan for my own life. So it became a bit overwhelming. So I had to say, you know what? Yeah, I can't be your father right now, but let me just go and figure out my own stuff. So talking about broke men and love. Yeah. My first thought is let's demystify brokenness. Let's break it down.
Yeah.
What basically is being broke? You know, what do you mean by being broke? So when you shared the topic with me yesterday, I started thinking about it, and the first thought that came to mind was 3 things.
Yeah.
First one, you can be broke like money-wise, cash-wise.
Yeah.
Then broke idea-wise, and also broke purpose-wise. Like, so being broke cash-wise is that Baba Sakpa hold you for throat.
No cash.
Like no cash. Like Sakpa press your neck.
Shout out to CBN. What they did to us.
Called you.
What they did to us during election period, Lord Jesus.
Bro, Sakpa woke up on Saturday morning and say, I will kill you. that kind of brokenness. And then the you being broke with no ideas. You can even buy ideas with money. Do you understand? Like if you have money, you can buy someone's idea and stuff. So money still solves that for you. So even if you are broke with ideas, but the worst one for me is being broke with purpose. Like you are broke of purpose, like you don't get purpose. So you wake up in the morning and nothing drives you. So for me, what I felt moved me from being totally broke, but I still broke, but they move. But what I felt moved me from that level was the fact that I had the level of like there was purpose, and that's why I was wondering like what do you like me for being this person? Because so there was purpose that at the end of the day produced ideas and then translated to money, and then we are pushing it right now. So that is my own thought when I think about broke men. What are you think you're broke?
Yeah.
Basically, if it's money, then it's solvable. You are not like you never die. Sure, you get like it's salvageable. But when you're broke of purpose, like nothing drives you, then I think that's a problem for me. That's a major problem for me.
And I think that as men, right, when we even think about purpose itself, we tend to still bring it back to money.
Yeah.
Do you understand? As men, like when you talk with the average guy on the street and you're like, purpose, you'll be like, what else is the purpose of life than to actually now make money?
Yeah, because I feel like the reason why men would see purpose as financial stability for them is because they know that they need to be responsible.
Exactly.
You have your mom as a guy, you have yourself to take care of, you have maybe your younger siblings, you have maybe a babe on the side. So when a guy is thinking of purpose, he's thinking of, whatever I need to do now is I need to get my shit together so that I can.
I don't think the average guy is even thinking about that deeply.
Sorry, bro. See, one of the the breaking point for me in that relationship was the fact that the girl asked me for 5K one day.
And you couldn't give
Bro, I didn't have that 5K. and guess what? I started giving excuses. I started being romantic. I started, I was trying to cut through the corners.
Let me just say this. So, I'm so sorry, Michael. Let me just say this. To be fair, don't put yourself under so much pressure. First of all, as a guy, if you know in your heart that because there are guys that like baddies. Shout out to the guys that like baddies.
All of you.
You want to date a baddie. Obviously, dating a baddie requires you paying for stuff.
Yeah, that's a lifestyle.
That's I don't think the average guy thinks about it as deeply as my family.
That's what I'm saying. Some people
out of 10 songs.
Yeah.
When an artist is bragging a song that I have money, what's the next thing they are getting?
I can get any babe I want.
Yeah.
So most guys, that's how they're thinking about it. And what Michael said about when guys start getting money, the first thing they're thinking about is a babe, typically. They're not thinking about it as deeply as our family to provide for. So a lot of men actually feel quite insecure about that aspect. I know I have a friend who one time we were out and we were chilling with some of our guys, we were buying food, and he was just quiet. And I said, "Guy, you good?" He said, "Yeah, bro, but I don't feel confidence when I don't have money."
Bro, my boss your head.
Yes,
Sorry.
I feel that same way too.
Yeah.
When I don't have money, personally, I am sick. I'm depressed.
But it's more pressure on the guy because now he has to think about you.
So if a girl like me can think like that, if I'm bothered when I don't have money, obviously the guy that I'm probably dating, that he has to, I mean, do you understand what I'm saying?
I've had to learn how to not allow money control my mood and dictate my purpose.
David, so
because it's a byproduct of just walking in line with your purpose, figuring out what it is that God has placed you here on earth for. Let's be honest about something, right? The truth of the matter is, all of us need to go back to the drawing boards to redefine what success is. Success for some of us would be getting a nice 2-3 bedroom flat in a decent area with a car that doesn't cost more than 2-3 million, and you're just earning a decent 300-400k every month from your businesses and your side hustles.
Do you know that there was a time in my life
go to Dubai anytime you want.
There was a time in my life that I did not think of living alone because I didn't think I would be able to afford living alone. Now I live alone. And obviously now I feel people will say, "Oh, Ruth, you're doing so well for yourself." I don't think I'm doing so well for myself. That might be success for some people, but for me, maybe 5 years ago, this is success for me 5 years ago. But right now, the me now wants more.
And it's only natural.
It's natural.
It's just natural that when we achieve our goals, we want to achieve more. But in the pursuit of that, I think this is where purpose is very important. And I think we should do an episode about purpose, finding purpose. Do you understand? See, if money was the in all and be all of it, of everything in life, the billionaires that off themselves every day, every year would not do so. Because we hear it all the time. We're like, this guy had everything. The Bentley, the car, the money, he could go anywhere, and he still offed himself. There's something about the human existence that does not end with money. Do you understand? So even when you now get a lot of money, there are videos online on TikTok, and you just hear some of all these girls tell you some of the things they have to go and do for money. Do you understand? Some of all these men have the money. They can just sleep with you. But they're like, no, you go to Dubai and go and eat someone's shit. And go and sleep with someone's dog. Do you understand? You start thinking of useless things to do with the money because you have it. You've gotten to that point where you now have it.
And you don't know what to do.
I want to fly to Dubai. You can do it. I want to buy a jet. I can buy it. I can buy. Everybody's busy buying pets in the name of dogs and cats, but you want to go and buy a python. You want to go and buy a lion. Do you understand? There's something about life and I think if purpose does not ground you, money can kill you. It can destroy you. So we need to look for that balance. So it's fine. In fact, I like it. And I didn't grow up with a father because my father died when I was 12. Do you understand? And so I became an overachiever. Do you understand? Every day I sit down with this podcast that we started, right? And I'm racking my head. I'm like, bro, we're not doing enough. We've not done this. So it's just natural for us to want to outdo ourselves. And I think that drive is good. But as with everything in life, you need to bring a sense of balance to it. That area of purpose is very important. And this is where I have a problem with this whole broke men don't deserve love movement. Where is the place for building?
That's what I want to say because I think
of the couples
social media
are rich now.
Bro, social media has
How much did Jeff Bezos have when he married his wife?
Social media has spoiled a lot of things for people.
Where is the place for
now people are scrolling through their Instagram. They are seeing a 17-year-old kid driving a Ferrari, a baby seeing her age mates or someone younger than her living in this mansion with this guy, or him buying her this car or this or that. So, and people spend most of their time, the average person spends most of their time each day just doing this.
Yeah, just scrolling.
Just doing this all day. And what are you seeing? You're just seeing fast money. You're seeing fast things that are making you now feel entitled to that. Because when you now put the phone down,
your own existence now feels like a failure.
Trying to warm rice and beans with microwave, that kind of thing. So I think social media has spoiled people that they don't have this gap of from here to here. They don't want.
There's a story. There's a journey.
From here all the way to there.
And then we bring it into relationships.
Bro, I had a 19-year-old, one of my staff at the office.
Yeah.
She called and she was like, "Boss, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. So like I don't feel like I'm doing enough." I'm like, "Yo, you're 19 years old.
Exactly.
Go and play counters.
Do you understand? Relax.
Relax. Like what are you in a hurry for? Like I don't feel like I'm doing so much.
29 is literally 10 years away. 39 is 20 years away. Relax.
You put your head down, you do something every day for a year. Do you know where you'll be in 3 years?
Do you understand what I'm saying? Take your time. And I think that this is where we miss it in relationships, especially when you have that mindset. Especially it's mostly on the part of women, because I thank God we have a woman here. Thank God we have a woman. Hey! My father's school fees in Caleb. Jesus.
Can't go to it.
Jesus.
Caleb, it was a grammatical error.
Have mercy. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, basically, like it's good that we have a woman here so that we can hear from a female's perspective. But Ruth is even very based. She's not like she's not even thinking and talking like your average girl on the street. I was just like, what else do you think I need? I need money now. And I like the fact that you're also honest. You like the nice stuff. You like the fancy stuff. But here's the thing. If we're talking about broke men and love, it has to do with relationships. And the ultimate goal of every relationship is that it works. It stands the test of time. Yeah. It is something that can even move on to a higher realm of commitment. Yeah. Nobody wants to pour water in a basket, as it were. Yeah. Yeah. You're putting investments in something, and after 5-6 years of investing your entire life in it, it breaks off. That means that we might have to go back to the drawing board to start doing things right from the get-go. Now, I'm not saying that it is every broke man that you should stay with.
Please don't. My sisters, look at me. Listen to me very well. Do not.
First things first. Look at the pattern of his life. Where were you 5 years ago? Where were you 3 years ago? Where are you now? What are you doing now? Yeah. How are you trying to improve yourself? Yeah. Do you understand? My wife came into my life and she literally had to calm me down because I'm the guy that does courses I don't even need. It's not even I'm an audio engineer and music producer and do you understand? And an artisan. I don't need to be studying some courses. I have 2 diplomas in therapeutic psychology. One in therapeutic, one in behavioral. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, and you know what? It's coming from that place of fear. That 12-year-old boy that lost his father that feels like, I don't get anybody again.
Yeah.
Now only me fit run this thing for myself. So I'm just afraid. I'm just doing everything from fear. Like anything I can get my hands on. The other day I was talking to my very good friend Jerry, who is our social media and digital marketer.
Shout out,
and he's into coding. Jerry is a force of nature. Very intelligent person. And he was telling me about one coding course that he was currently doing. I was asking information. I don't know if he knew. But I was asking so that I can maybe register and do it. Did you understand? That's where it's coming from. You want somebody like that, to be honest. Because in this world, if you're not pushing yourself, if you're not hungry, so far it's not good now. Do you understand? We won't be able to do this if all of us did not have a certain level of comfort and all of that. Do you understand? But here's the thing. Whatever a man has or he does not have cannot replace his character.
Yeah.
So if he does not have that to begin with, and you get with him because of what he has, you go suffer. If you also do not check his character and you get with him because, he's not here now, but I believe that tomorrow you will go suffer. So what you want to do is, first of all, you shouldn't even be judging men by what they have or what they don't have. You need to start to judge them from that place of character, from that place of purpose. And like she said, I like that word pattern. You need to look at
very, very.
Do you understand? Let me see where you are coming from. Let me see what you're doing. How are you taking care of your own self? Not just financially, but mentally. Some people are very, very wicked to their families.
Let me say
your younger sister calls you and you can see the way he picks the call. He's like, come on, and he switches from that to, hey what's
baby.
up, baby? Run. Please say what you want to say.
Just touching on patterns, I single right now, and one of my reasons was the fact that I started seeing my father, shout out to my father, amazing man, made his own mistakes, and I saw the things mistakes he made, glaring and obvious, and I'm not going to make the same mistakes. But guess what? There's a way the path of your parents tends to want to haunt you.
Ultimately becomes your path.
Starts to fight you, like the things they fought with, and guess what? They come in like double fold. It's like the thing that fought them went and called the elder brother and said, "Come, we'll go fight Zabikin." That kind of thing. And I started noticing the pattern. My father is married to his third wife now. My mom is the second. And there was the first wife. So the first wife issues, second wife, my mom passed, and then the third wife. I started seeing, I never married, bro. But I don't see some kind of pattern.
That kind of looks like your father.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. I became born again. Bro, because guess what? I'm somebody who I hold myself very accountable. I can beat myself down if I do one thing will not make sense. Do you get it? I'll lock myself in the house literally and just beat myself to the ground, So seeing me behave a certain way, started making me think of my parents, think of the things they struggled with, think of the kind of pattern, and I'm somebody who think of my children a lot. I never born them, but I think of them a lot. So, and I understand that my actions now would affect them, ultimately affect them. Do you understand? So I'm very careful, how I operate these days. Bro, the only relationship thing, if it's not making sense, I go just drop out.
And now imagine that all these things, and this is just you. If all of us were to open our mouths to talk about, destructive patterns that we have seen in our lives that need correcting. Imagine that all these things are there for everybody, and then one guy will just want to use money to cover everything to say, because I'm driving a G-Wagon, because I have you go suffer. There's no way you're not coming out of that trauma.
I realize that
you can't replace that those foundational issues. You can't use money to replace it.
There's someone that said the quote. There's one that said the quote that I think we need to bring up, and it applies to life and what we're talking about. The person said that life is about how you feel about yourself when you're by yourself. That is when life happens. That is when life happens. So if you're dating someone, you guys are going to spend a lot of intimate moments in solitude together, whether it's on a beach, whether it's on a jet, you guys will find time to sit down together in silence. And that's when life happens. That's when it dawns on you on what
the choice you just made.
The choice you just made. So
I feel you. I feel you. Man, this is crazy.
We're not justifying being broke.
Yeah.
Guys, work hard, do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Like I classified earlier, don't be purpose broke.
Yeah.
Even if the cash never there right now, but let there be something that would
get up in the morning
you to make some money. Because guess what? At the end of the day, even when you know one suffer.
Exactly. Nobody wants
to. You don't like your broke self.
Nobody wants to.
You get
in fact, your wife, your girlfriend, they're happier. Do you understand? They see, there's something about a woman when she's just taken care of. There's something about a woman when she's taken care of.
And something about you being able to take care of her, bro. After like 2 years afterwards, I called the same babe. I took her on a date, but I spent bar.
Yeah.
Spent some kind of bar on top of the babe, and I felt good.
Yeah.
Someone who was asking me for 5K some years ago, and I couldn't afford it. I was able to take her out. Spend money. Did you get it? And it felt really good.
Yeah. It helps your self-esteem. Most of us as men, definitely. Some men at home, they become monsters because they don't have money. And when men don't have money and they don't have resources, they become irritable.
Another thing I would like to say to the ladies, another thing I'd like to say is, if you're dating a broke guy and you see him growing, like he's trying his best to do stuff to get better in life, I also think you should do the same.
Yeah.
Take courses, because he will get to a point in his life where he's very comfortable and you will not be on the same level with him.
He might outgrow you.
You would definitely not be what he's looking for at the time.
Yeah.
He might still love you, but you would not be giving the aesthetics he needs. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to also evolve, take courses. If you need to start a business, Just be proud. Be active. Do
have
something.
Your own purpose.
Do something.
Be on your own path.
So that if he's walking into a room filled with intellectual people, he can bring you along. He can say, meet my woman.
You can represent him well.
You can say, oh yeah, I am this to this person. And they wouldn't be like, who's this girl?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that's all I have to say.
I feel you, man. Amazing stuff. People of God, bells, ring the bell in your house if you have a...
Can I say one last thing?
Yeah.
Just one last thing.
Yeah.
I feel like, if you're a broke guy, turn gay. Just turn gay. So that you can be saying... So that
no, don't do that.
Don't take that advice.
I'm just kidding. Don't take that advice.
Don't take that advice.
This episode was going so well.
I mean,
it was just like...
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the person that just talked, his name is Michael. He's Tory Crafts on IG. Tory, please spell Tory for them. Tell them how they can find you. Tell them what you do, man.
Bro, like I do a lot of things. I be a mini West. Like I do a whole lot of things. But primarily, I'm a craftsman. I work with my hands, and I'm a set designer, events designer. Actually, any kind of event, give me an empty space, I transform it.
You run it into the Garden of Eden. You know what I'm saying?
Transform
Ruth, say your market. These people.
Hi guys, my name is Ruth, and I am a makeup artist. Please follow me on Instagram at Ruth Bright Beauty, and please book me and
Yes, pay $5,000. That's the mark that we have on this podcast. So shout outs to Bo and Ronti who couldn't be here. They are making money for us wherever they are. We'll be back at you with the 7th episode soon enough. Thank you guys for rocking with us. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
It's the Brother Man Asylum on YouTube and brotherman_asylum on Instagram. Follow us, like, subscribe, buy some